we do have in the house a seasoned teacher, educational consultant, and a parenting educator. Of course, we're going to be here talking about parenting. Of course, the gift of parenting. Her name is Ekimiebi Esiri. Now, she believes that a respectful and lawful adult-child relationship can become a platform for love, peace, and unity in our global community. It's great to have you, ma'am. You are welcome.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So, I know we've always heard that thing that the family is the building block of the community. You know, everything starts from the family. How true is that statement?
Yes, because the family is actually the smallest unit in any human community. Because it is through it's the family that throws out people into organizations, into school. So without the family, you don't have a community.
Very
really,
true.
I mean, think about it. We all have parents, and we're products of our families.
Of our families.
Yes.
All right. So now, talking about that gift of parenting, now that's something that not everybody sees as a gift. You know, let's start with that. How is parenting a gift?
Well, I believe that parenting is a gift because I see parenting as an invitation to participate, to be a partaker, to be a major participant in human evolution.
Wow, I like that. I like that. This is a nice quote. To be a major participant in human evolution.
Yes, as parents, we are co-creators with God. We're co-creators with the child as well. You know, in parenting, you have God, you have the child, and then you have the parents working together to produce a human being who will become a participant in the human community. You know, for example, you and I are products of our parenthood.
Yes.
Okay, we're from families, and our upbringing actually impacts on our perspective about life. You bring to bear your personhood into the organization where you're working at right now. So a lot of the values you have now, if you think about truly, they are from your family, the way your parents have brought you up. You know, so you bring to bear that person that was nurtured from a family into your workspace, into your school, into your church, whatever social setting you find yourself.
All right. So now, practically, how do parents take advantage of this gift? Because that's something that everybody, you know, we all learn as human beings, and not everybody has learned the act, or maybe parenting is something that is an ever-learning process. But how do we, or how do people as parents take advantage of that particular gift? How do you get the best from the children?
How to get the best from the children. Number one, observation. We need to be very, very observant of the children. Every child actually comes as a gift, but with a package of gifts. I don't know if you understand. If I give you a gift, until you open it, you will not see the package, what's actually in it. Okay. And so I see the child in that picture as well. When a child is given to us to take care of, it's actually a huge responsibility. It is a gift because whatever you put in that child is who the child becomes. Eventually. You are, and we must also know that it is not only the parent that is involved in nurturing children. You have the school system. You have other cultures.
This is exactly what I wanted to get into, peer pressure. We've had a case, or we have scenarios where a child has been with you for 10, maybe 15 years, and then the child maybe goes to university. And maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, a year of being in a particular space with his or her peers, they bring back some kind of things that you wonder, they didn't pick up these things at home. How do parents, how do you, I don't know, I don't want to say fight, but how do you ensure that peer pressure doesn't affect the things that you've imputed or you've taught your kids all the while they were growing up?
So I'm going to bring the two questions together because we're talking about something before you now brought up another question. From my own experience, you see, you cannot have a perfect parent. There's no perfect parent. And because there's no perfect child as well. But we're all in the process of growing together. And so when we're given this opportunity, and remember that parenting does not, it's time bound. You don't have your children for too long. Maximum, maybe 22 years. They're already out. Yeah? You understand?
Very true.
So within that period, what you do with the child is very important. And one of the gifts that you can give to your child is values, positive values. You know, so when they go out, of course, they will meet a barrage of other experiences. They will experience school, peer pressure. Every child comes from a family with different values as well. And so your child will be faced with these issues. And again, so also, even within the school system, the child also interchanges with teachers who also, you know, so children have so much that they are taking in to construct who they eventually become. So when your child goes out, of course, your child will get other influences. But what you do as a parent at home, number one, if you have given the child that foundation, it will help the child
so the foundation matters.
Yes, to have where to run to have where to take resources from. It's like, you know, I'm facing this challenge. I'm already resourced by my parents. You know, that when this challenge comes, how do I navigate? So that is one of the jobs of a parent.
So
it can be challenging.
So even if they vacillate a bit,
in those definitely.
That once the anchor is steady, the foundation is there, they would always come back. That's what you're saying.
Definitely there will be periods of water testing. Do you understand?
Yeah.
The waters may become rough. But because of the foundation they have, they may fall, they may falter, but they will stand again. Yes.
All right, wonderful. Now, it also goes, I hear a number of people who talk about being friends with friends of their kids. How important is that in the development of a child? How important is it to know the friends of your children?
It's very important, because the social setting has a lot of impact in character formation, in behavior. Like you're talking about, children go to school and they pick up things. Yes. The friends of our children, we should know them. We should know the family. We should know the family.
And okay, so it's more than just knowing them.
Yes, know the family.
So you understand where they are coming from.
Because the family is like the tree that the child comes from. The tree is just the fruit. The child is just the fruit. The manifestations, you understand what I'm saying.
And the fruit doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Exactly. So it's very, very critical. It's very important, because sometimes you may have long-term relationships because you like the family, because you have similar values with the family. And of course, we have the responsibility to plant our children amongst good families.
I like that. I like that. Thank you so much. We have to round up on this note. This was quite an educative and enlightening session with you, and we're looking forward to having you more on the show. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. Yeah. So that's it. I hope you're able to grab something there for parenting and all of that. You're able to pick up something. The foundation. That's one thing I picked up for today. It's very, very important. We'll take this short recess now. We have our final guest coming right up.